So then the next match is Daniel Bryan against Tyson Kidd, kind of like a Ring of Honor match to me. Um, the Bellas are ringside doing commentary, of course. And then after Daniel Bryan hooks on the bell lock and gets Tyson Kidd to tap out, the Bellas come into the ring. Now, they jump on Gail Kim again, just like they did in the Royal Rumble last night. Only, I swear to God, this fight, I've seen a lot of fights in my life. I've been in a lot of fights. And I tell you what, the little pull apart that they had with the Bellas and Gail Kim might have been a shoot. I mean, I don't imagine they're shooting over Daniel Bryan, but they might have just been having a little shoot fight right there, right before our eyes. But we'll see how that plays out and where that's going. I imagine that's just a way to get more heels, because there's too many baby faces in the women's division, and a way to get Gail Kim back in the ring again, hopefully. And hopefully get her a title shot like she deserves, because she's probably the best worker in the WWE female, division. Anyway, Daniel Bryan holds on to the U.S. title, and the Bellas and Gail Kim go at it one more time. That was the end of that one. So the Edge versus the Miz, and John Cena is out in the crowd near the end, distracts the Miz. Edge hits the spear, which is still illegal as far as I know.
This is Raw, and Big E's nowhere to be found, so Edge gets away with it, gets a 1-2-3. Michael Cole throws a temper tantrum, because he's got nobody to celebrate with, because the Miz lost, and I'm sure he lost his erection because of that, so... Oh wait, no, it's PG, my bad. Michael Cole started crying because his hero got defeated in the middle of the ring, and it devastated his hopes for the future, and blah 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 blah. What the fuck ever. The Rip Report is not PG, it's not PG-13, it's not PG-17, it's not NC-17. It's straight up triple X Express rated, baby. Anyway, so I can see them setting up, even though they got this Raw Rumble tonight, it looks like they're setting it up for John Cena and The Miz at WrestleMania, which I think would suck ass, but that's just my opinion. Then there was the Divas match with Eve and Natalya versus Lay Cool. Lay Cool got some bomb-ass outfits. It seems like they change color once they get to the ring. That's really cool. I'm not going to discuss much of the match because it was your typical Divas match, back and forth, a couple botched parts, but more or less some, good work. A big improvement from a while back where TNA dominated women's wrestling when it came to the female workers. Now, not so much, I don't think. Especially with, is there a better female worker on TV now? I'm not talking about indie, because I'm sure there's plenty of better indies. I know one that I used to work with, cheerleader Melissa, who did have a stint in TNA for a little bit. One of the best workers I've ever seen, been in the ring with, known, or even talked about before. But right now on TV, is there a better worker? Under the definition of the word worker, is there a better one than Layla? She knows how to work the crowd. She knows how to put an opponent over. She's hilarious when it comes time to be funny. She's a phenomenal worker. And the finish, where she hit Eve with what the move she called the facelift, that was a bomb-ass move. I'm thinking about stealing it. Anyway, Lay Cool goes over in the Divas match, and that was the end of that segment. Next is Khali and Mark Henry versus the Usos, and then the Raw GM chimes in, says there's no way in hell that the Usos have a chance to win. He changes it to a dance-off match. If you had Rikishi, Scotty 2 Hotty, and Brian Christopher, maybe I'd go for this. But it's just fucking stupid, and it's not even worth reporting, because you really wouldn't even care to see it. When you give somebody a review, you give them the entire review. But this is just the stupidest fucking shit, and it ain't even wrestling, and it's pointless. It's about as meaningful as reporting a TNA fucking... And I'm not talking about total non-stop action. I'm talking about a tits and ass fucking mud wrestling match. I wouldn't do that either. So, next subject. The Raw Rumble starts. The first two participants, ironically, Sheamus and John Morrison. And then we go from there. Two quick things about this Rumble real quick. And that is, one is, John Morrison and R-Truth had a chance to pull off one of the most creative spots where they both do the skin the cat. And it was going to look sweet, but R-Truth fucked it up. And the other thing I want to say about the Raw Rumble matches, it seemed like every time called upon to do so, John Cena couldn't fucking bump for anybody. He looked like a beginner in a training school that was going to last a week. It was ridiculous. Another notable spot, Orton was next. CM Punk knew it. He went and hid underneath the ring. Orton finally found him, dragged him out, and started beating his ass. They got in the ring. No more than 3 seconds later, Orton eliminates CM Punk, and then R-Truth up behind Randy Orton throws him over the top rope, and everybody in the ring stopped in shock as R-Truth stood there as the eliminator of Randy Orton from the Raw Rumble. I thought it was great. I didn't want to see Randy Orton win anyway. One little sweet teaser moment where where Morrison, Sheamus, and Cena all standing on the apron fighting it out, and if Jerry Lawler just ran up and knocked all three of them off, he'd have been the winner. Nice little teaser moment there, but didn't happen. And then Morrison, yet again, like fucking Spider-Man, gets thrown out of the ring and his feet catch the bottom rope and he's hanging by his fucking feet. He does a sit-up to pull himself back in the ring. Morrison is just unbelievable. Within the next year, he'll be ready as the main event too, I believe. So many great teasers on that. So many great teasers on that. Morrison, unbelievable. And the finish, the King accidentally eliminates Cena. God, my eyes are burning up. That's why you guys always see me wearing sunglasses, because the sunlight, fluorescent lights all burn up my eyes. The King accidentally eliminates John Cena, and as Sheamus goes for the brogue kick, because it's just Sheamus and the King left. Sheamus goes for the brogue kick. Lawler ducks. Cena pulls down the top rope. Out goes Sheamus and Jerry the King Lawler. The winner of the Raw Rumble will face The Miz at the Elimination Chamber in 3 weeks. Congratulations, Jerry Lawler. You deserve it, brother. You paid your dues for a long time, man. I don't want to see you wrestle for the WWE title at WrestleMania, though. I want to see you kick that shit out of Michael Cole. This is Jimmy Ripp, and this has been the Ripp Report on Monday Night Raw. I'll see you next time. This has been the Ripp Report. I am Jimmy Ripp. I may be half the size, but I'm twice the man, and I'm still talking shit. I am the straw that stirs the drink. I am the heat machine, and I am the twisted heel with sex appeal. I'll see you next time.